In the last video, I referenced a Phil Hartman sketch from Saturday Night Live where he plays the anal retentive carpenter. It's a comedic take on perfectionism, but perfectionism can be a very maladaptive trait that drives procrastination as well as hoarding disorder. Today, I'm going to share an example of my own time suck perfectionistic behavior. I'm aware I'm doing it, and yet I do it. I'm trying to be less perfectionistic, but still with certain things, like this example I'm about to show, it's just how I feel I need to do things. I don't have a video camera with a tripod, so I did my best using my cell phone. All right, let the show begin. First, I cook some millet. Then I add 2 eggs from the farmer's market. Look how nice and orange those are. And of course, the shells will be composted. Stir that all together. And then I let it cool because I don't want to add the vitamins while it's hot. Now that it's cooled down, I add a can of pumpkin for fiber because when my boy cat poops in the litter box, it sounds like he's dropping marbles. I use organic pumpkin with BPA-free liner, and because I hate to waste, I scrape it really clean using this kick-ass jar scraper. It gets everything out. Some vitamin E, vitamin A, taurine, healthy powder mixture, organic ground chicken. Ugh. Wait, where's the beef? Remember that commercial? I'm dating myself. Now we mix it all up. These are my Kit Kats. They hear the mixer and they know it's getting close. I'm gonna see if I can get a Pavlovian response. I use a disher to scoop the meat, and sometimes when I squeeze the handle, I'll get a reaction. Are you hungry? Move your tail, dude. Are you hungry? Who's hungry? There it is. There's the lick. Yeah. Good girl. Dude, you see the disher? You want yum? You want yummy? Okay. Okay. When she's really hungry, she will lift her left paw. It was up a little bit. Are you hungry? You want yummy? Here we go. Here we go. Delicious. Okay, yours is coming. Hold on. Here you go. Yumma. Go ahead, don't be shy. He's like, turn off the camera. I can't eat under pressure. So this is how I freeze them for when I'm home to feed them, because I can figure out when to take the container out from the freezer to defrost. But when I'm away, the pet sitter just pops in during the day, and those containers are too large to defrost quickly enough for her. So I have to do something else. Feast your eyes on the work of anal retentive cat lady. These are little silicone food dividers that I got to separate the meatballs, and these will now go in the freezer. I might as well show you how clean I scraped out the bowl of all the cat food. Thanks to, again, this nifty tool. I hate to waste food, but apparently I'm perfectly fine wasting my time. It really is an illness. The meatballs are now frozen, and of course now that they're frozen, I realize I forgot to put in the eggshell powder. They're not perfect. Old me would have immediately gotten down on myself. You've made this cat food for over 20 years. How could you forget the eggshell powder? New me's trying to exercise self-compassion. So I'm going to forgive myself and ask, what can I learn from this? Well, that I'm human, and humans make mistakes. I was focused on shooting video with one hand holding my phone, and I forgot. Shit happens. Okay, enough with the self-compassion and back to perfectionism. I don't want the meatballs to get freezer burned, so I wrap these individually in plastic wrap. If you've ever tried to cut plastic wrap with scissors, you know how frustrating that is. Straight edge and rotary cutter. Okay, ready to be wrapped. And there you have it, an army of individually wrapped, equally portioned, homemade cat food meatballs. Hey girl. I feel weird sharing that on the interweb, but it's important to me to let others who struggle with similar issues know that they're not alone And it's important to me to try to lessen the stigma associated with hoarding disorder by showing what's behind it. It's a complicated, confounding phenomenon.
Hey, hey, do you see what time it is? I'm hungry, and I don't want no bitch-ass Friskies.
It's breakfast time. Who's hungry? Mimi, jump in the box. Show me. Jump in your box. Good girl.